Hey, I'm Anna, and today we're talking about something that literally moves you through the world every single day, your muscles. Most people think of muscles as just biceps or sore legs after a workout, but your muscular system is so much more. Over 600 muscles make up about 40% of your body mass, powering everything from your heartbeat to the tiniest eye movements. This system is both powerful and precise, lifting hundreds of pounds or threading a needle, all without you thinking about it. Today, we'll dive into 5 surprising facts about your muscles that will change how you see your own body. From a hidden sixth sense to evolutionary leftovers, get ready to discover the secret life of your muscles. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about a sense you probably didn't know you had: proprioception. It's often called your sixth sense, but it's not about seeing ghosts or reading minds. Instead, it's the remarkable ability your body has to sense itself, to know exactly where your arms, legs, and every part of you are, even when you're not looking. Most of us take this sense for granted, but it's working behind the scenes every second of the day, making even the simplest movements possible. Proprioception is your body's ability to know where all its parts are in space, no looking required. Imagine standing on one foot with your eyes closed, or reaching out to grab your phone in the dark. You don't need to see your limbs to control them. That's proprioception at work, quietly guiding you through life's daily motions. Try closing your eyes and touching your nose. That's proprioception in action, thanks to tiny sensors in your muscles and tendons. These sensors, called proprioceptors, are constantly gathering information about stretch, tension, and movement, and sending it to your brain. It's like having a built-in GPS for your body, letting you move with confidence even when you can't see. These sensors constantly send data to your brain, creating a real-time map of your body's position. Your brain processes this information in milliseconds, allowing you to adjust your posture, balance, and movement instantly. This communication is so fast and automatic, you rarely notice it, unless something goes wrong. This is why you can walk, type, or catch a ball without thinking about every movement. You don't have to consciously direct every finger or muscle. Whether you're playing an instrument, dancing, or just walking down the street, proprioception is what keeps your movement smooth and coordinated. When this sense glitches, even elite athletes like Simone Biles can lose their orientation, showing just how vital it is. In high-pressure moments, a tiny disruption in proprioception can mean the difference between a perfect landing and a dangerous fall. It's a reminder that even the best-trained bodies rely on this hidden sense. For people recovering from injuries or dealing with certain neurological conditions, proprioception can be impaired, making everyday tasks challenging. Physical therapists often design exercises specifically to retrain this sense, helping patients regain confidence and control over their movements. Proprioception is trained and refined every time you learn a new skill, turning awkward movements into smooth automatic actions. Think about learning to ride a bike or play a new sport. At first, your movements are clumsy, but with practice, your proprioceptors and brain work together to make those actions feel natural. Despite the term muscle memory, it's your brain, not your muscles, that stores these patterns. The cerebellum, a part of your brain, is especially important for fine-tuning movement and balance. It's constantly updating your internal map, helping you adapt to new challenges and environments. Whether you're hiking on a rocky trail, dancing across a stage, or simply walking on uneven ground, proprioception helps you adjust instantly, keeping you upright and moving smoothly. It's the reason you don't have to look at your feet with every step. So next time you move effortlessly, thank your proprioceptors, your hidden sixth sense keeping you coordinated. They're the unsung heroes behind every leap, twist, and turn. Without them, we'd be lost in our own bodies. Imagine trying to move without knowing where your limbs are. It would be like navigating a maze blindfolded. Your muscles aren't just movers, they're essential sensors too. Every time you move, stretch, or even stand still, your proprioceptors are hard at work, making sure your body knows exactly where it is in the world. Let's bust a myth: the tongue isn't the strongest muscle in your body. That title goes to the masseter, the jaw muscle responsible for chewing. Clench your teeth and feel the bulge on your jaw. That's your masseter, capable of exerting up to 200 pounds of force on your molars. Its structure and leverage make it a powerhouse, perfect for crushing tough foods. The tongue is impressive for its endurance and flexibility, but the masseter wins for raw strength. Other muscles like the heart or gluteus maximus are strong in different ways, but for bite force, the masseter is king. Our ancestors relied on this muscle to survive on tough, raw foods. Today, it's so strong that teeth grinding can actually cause damage. So next time you bite into something tough, remember, your jaw muscles are evolutionary engines of power. Respect the masseter, the true champion of brute force. Ever wonder why you shiver when you're cold? That's your muscles saving your life. When your body temperature drops, your hypothalamus triggers rapid, involuntary muscle contractions, shivering, to generate heat. Every muscle contraction releases energy as heat, turning your muscles into a personal furnace. Shivering can boost your heat production up to 5 times your resting rate, keeping your core organs warm. You also get goosebumps, tiny muscles at each hair follicle contract, a leftover from our furrier ancestors. Shivering burns a lot of energy, which is why you feel tired after being cold. People with more muscle mass stay warmer thanks to a bigger internal furnace. So next time you shiver, appreciate your muscles. They're not just for movement, but for survival. Your muscular system is a key player in keeping you alive, even when you're standing still. It's your built-in heating system at work. Now, let's zoom in on some of your smallest yet most astonishingly hardworking muscles. The extraocular muscles that control every movement of your eyes. These tiny powerhouses are constantly in motion, even when you think you're staring straight ahead. They're responsible for the precise, rapid, and coordinated movements that allow you to experience the world in vivid detail. Each of your eyes is equipped with 6 specialized muscles, working together in perfect harmony. Incredibly, these muscles make over 100,000 movements every single day, far more than your legs would make if you walked 50 miles. Imagine the effort it would take to walk that distance, and then realize your eyes do even more, all while you barely notice. These muscles are responsible for shifting your gaze from one object to another, tracking moving targets and keeping your vision stable, even as your head moves. They work at lightning speed, allowing you to react instantly to changes in your environment. Whether you're watching a fast-paced game, reading a line of text, or simply glancing at a friend across the room. Every time you engage in a conversation, your eyes are darting around, picking up subtle cues, and helping you connect with others. These rapid movements are so fast and precise that you rarely become aware of them, but they're essential for social interaction and understanding the world around you. During rapid eye movements, known as saccades, your brain performs an incredible trick. It edits out the blur, stitching together a seamless visual experience. Even when your eyes jump from one point to another, you perceive a stable, continuous world thanks to this remarkable neural editing. Here's a fun experiment. Try looking from one eye to the other in a mirror. No matter how hard you try, you'll never catch your eyes in motion. That's because your brain blocks out the movement, only letting you see the start and end points. It's a subtle, everyday magic trick happening right inside your head. These extraocular muscles are packed with a dense network of blood vessels and nerves, designed for both speed and endurance. They need a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients to keep up with their relentless workload, and their intricate wiring allows for split-second communication with your brain. Even when you try to hold your gaze perfectly still, your eyes are never truly at rest. They make tiny, involuntary adjustments called microsaccades. These minuscule movements prevent your vision from fading and help keep the details of the world sharp and clear. Every time you read a book, scan a crowded room, or follow a moving object, your eye muscles are working overtime. They're constantly recalibrating, adjusting, and refocusing to ensure you never miss a detail, no matter how fast life moves around you. Whether you're playing a video game, watching a thrilling sports match, or creating art, your extraocular muscles are always on the job, adapting to every challenge and demand you place on them. These muscles are truly the unsung heroes of your visual system, tirelessly painting the world you see, moment by moment. They work behind the scenes, allowing you to experience the beauty, complexity, and wonder of your surroundings. So next time you blink, glance around, or simply take in a view, remember the incredible work happening behind the scenes, your extraocular muscles always in motion, making your vision possible. For our final fact, let's dive into the fascinating world of vestigial muscles, those curious body parts that we humans carry around, even though we don't really need them anymore. These are the silent witnesses of our evolutionary journey, quietly tucked away beneath our skin, often going unnoticed in our daily lives. Take a look at your wrist. If you press your thumb and pinky together and flex your wrist, you might see a thin tendon pop up. That's the palmaris longus muscle, a slender muscle running down your forearm. It's a fun party trick, but it doesn't really do much for us anymore. Interestingly, about 10 to 15% of people don't have this muscle at all, and most never even notice its absence. Whether you have it or not, it makes absolutely no difference to your grip strength or daily function. It's one of those quirks of human anatomy that reminds us how unique each body can be. In other mammals, like monkeys and lemurs, the palmaris longus is essential for climbing and swinging through trees. It helps them grip branches tightly and move with agility. But for us, it's become so unnecessary that surgeons often use its tendon for reconstructive surgeries elsewhere in the body, like repairing torn ligaments, without any negative effects. Now, let's move up to your head. Around your ears are the auricular muscles. If you've ever tried to wiggle your ears, you are attempting to use these tiny muscles. In animals like cats and dogs, these muscles are incredibly useful. They allow them to swivel their ears independently, helping them pinpoint the source of sounds, an important survival skill in the wild. Most humans, however, can't move their ears at all, or can only manage a slight twitch. For the few who can wiggle their ears, it's a neat party trick, but it doesn't serve any real purpose in our modern lives. There's another vestigial muscle hiding in your lower abdomen called the pyramidalis. It's a small triangular muscle that sits in front of your lower abs. About 20% of people don't have the pyramidalis muscle at all, and for those who do, it doesn't really contribute to core strength or movement. Its original function is a bit of a mystery, but it's thought to have helped our distant ancestors with posture or movement. These vestigial muscles are like evolutionary souvenirs, leftovers from a time when our ancestors needed them to survive. They're not mistakes or flaws, but rather living evidence of how our bodies have adapted and changed over millions of years. Instead of seeing them as signs of bad design, we can appreciate them as fascinating clues to our past. Each vestigial muscle tells a story about where we came from and how our bodies have evolved to fit new environments and lifestyles. So, whether you can wiggle your ears, spot that tendon in your wrist, or have a hidden muscle in your abdomen, you're carrying a piece of evolutionary history with you every day. It's a reminder that our bodies are living records of the journey our species has taken. Your muscles don't just tell the story of your own life. They're chapters in the much bigger story of humanity. Every stretch, flex, and even those muscles you never use are part of a legacy millions of years in the making. Evolution leaves its mark in the most unexpected places, and sometimes, the smallest, most overlooked parts of us have the biggest stories to tell. There you have it, 5 facts to change how you see your muscles. They're not just for movement, but for sensing, surviving, and connecting us to our evolutionary past. Next time you ache after a workout or shiver in the cold, remember the hidden wonders at work. Your body is a marvel of engineering, with over 600 muscles performing millions of miracles every day. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe for more science deep dives. Which muscle fact surprised you most? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next one.